Well, Coach, a nice honor for your team. Picked preseason first in the American Athletic Conference. It's the first time your team's been picked to win the conference preseason in a good while. A good honor for you guys.
Rather be picked first than last. I think it's just a byproduct of having two first team all league players, and Troy Caupain and Gary Clark. At the end of the day, the guy with the best players is going to win the league. So my hope is that Troy is Player of the Year after the season. And we have 2 or 3 guys on the all-league teams. If that happens, I think we'll have a chance to win our league. But it is a good honor. It says a lot for the program and a lot of the hard work that's been put in. So we're just ready to get started.
You know, you mentioned the 2 players, Gary and Troy, first team. They're the 2 only unanimous first-team selections. We know what Troy can do on the court. He's had a lot of playing time throughout his career, but what does he bring to your team from a leadership perspective?
I think that's the biggest key for us to have a great season. Troy to be consistent with his leadership and consistent with his on-the-court play. You know, he's always been a solid player, and at times he's shown flashes of being a takeover player, trying to get him to be in the mentality of a takeover guy at all times. Because one thing that Oscar Robertson, he's talked about is guys are who they are off the floor, they are on the floor. So just trying to get, I think the more Troy leads at all times on the floor, he's going to lead our team off the floor as well. And just trying to get him to take complete ownership of what's going to go on. And same with Kevin Johnson from a leadership standpoint. I think we have 2 seniors that have really vested in our program, very competitive guys that understand what it takes to win, and really trying to put a lot on their shoulders with the leadership of this team.
Now switching gears over to Gary Clark, a guy who's garnered some respect. He was Defensive Player of the Year last year, but a lot of folks talking about him say potential is a word you hear a lot, that he's really just kind of scratching the surface of what he can accomplish through his career.
Yeah, Gary's a guy that's obvious. He's been solid for us from day one, and he's a guy that at times he has a great game, much like Troy, just an evolution of a 4-year player. Gary's he's a humble star. Trying to get him out of that. Try to get him to walk in to every day trying to prove that he's the best guy in the gym, that he can dominate games, and trying to change his mindset with that. A little bit of the nice guy personality, but he's getting there. He's really improved his perimeter shooting, and I think that's going to be a big weapon for our team this year.
And finally, looking ahead at this season, you guys picked first in the conference preseason. In your mind, what will be some of the keys to you guys being able to accomplish a conference championship?
Well, number one is you got to be healthy. That's important for any team to really maximize your potential. You got to be healthy. You got to stay healthy. Second thing is togetherness. I think in team sports, especially basketball, where the stat sheet can divide teams at times, we got to embrace that we all can score. We got to share the ball and realize that wherever we're trying to go, we're not going to get there unless we do it together. That you're not going to get there on your own. That your teammates got to help you get there. That's really the theme I'm trying to preach with this team, because I believe in our talent, but I think our togetherness, our cohesiveness as a unit has got to be consistent. And helping each other. So that's a big word that we're using a lot in practice, is making sure you're helping your teammate play better.
All right, Coach. Well, congratulations on the preseason accolades, and looking forward to following your team this season.
I appreciate it. Thank you.